everybody. Thank you for joining us on the Flippin Hippos YouTube channel. I am Star the Flippin Hippo. Today is September 23rd. It is the first official day on the calendar of fall. So happy fall, y'all. Happy autumn. It's officially the best season of the year as far as I'm concerned. And we are about a week away from Q4. Next Tuesday is October 1st and Q4 begins. This is a good time to be a reseller, guys. Today's also a Monday, which means it's time for What Sold on eBay. So guys, this week we're going to go ahead and skip showing you the photos of the shipping packages each day on Instagram like I normally show you, because I spaced out last week and I actually forgot to take the photo 2 days in a row. I did set up for it. I set all the packages up in the boxes. I got Hippos out. I set it up and completely spaced it out. So I don't even have a photo from each day. And also, I have a lot to show you tonight. So we're just going to jump on in. We're going to start with the plush. We're going to start right here with this Beanie Boo's Romeo the Dog plush. I do tell you guys that Beanie Boos are a bolo, but only if you find them for like $1, 50 cents, or $1, because the Beanie Boos are hit and miss. Some of them you get home and they'll be worth $18, $20, $25, depending on their size and the character. Glitter eyes make them a little bit more valuable as well. You can see Romeo has glitter eyes. Romeo was one that comped for a little bit less than the more exciting ones. He also had scratches on his eyes right here. You guys see I took a close-up of that, disclosed it in the listing, and I listed him for $13. I did take a best offer of $11 on Romeo. He cost me 50 cents at Goodwill, and he shipped first class in a poly bag. Here's another Beanie Boos. This is Speckles the Leopard. Speckles the Leopard was also 50 cents at Goodwill. He did not have glitter eyes, but that's okay because he was only 50 cents. He sold for $11.25 and he shipped first class. Most of these smaller Beanie Boos usually weigh about 2 or 3 pounds, so it's just like shipping a tie. Here we have a Kohl's Cares Thidwick the Moose. Thidwick the Soft-Hearted Moose from the Dr. Seuss book, which is one of my favorite Dr. Seuss books. Small aside there. Thidwick the Moose here was 50 cents at the Goodwill. And, you know, Kohl's Cares can also be a hit or miss. I've brought home Kohl's Cares plush that are worth $30, $40, and I've seen them go, like poor Thidwick here, for $10.31. But I'm always willing to take the risk, and it's fine with me as long as I'm only paying 50 cents for the plush if I get it home and it's a little bit less than I'd hoped for. They're like my bread and butter filler plush. Thidwick here did ship first class as well in a poly bag. Here we have a Minion. He has some damage on his goggles there. You'll see as I flip through the photos that I did a close-up of that so that I could show it to the buyer and disclose it in the listing. So I did have to charge a little bit less than I normally would for a Minion. I listed him at $12.50, but I took a best offer of $9. He shipped first class. He weighed about 2 ounces as well. Here is a Classic Toy Company lobster. Classic Toy Company is a brand that I tell you guys is a bolo. I don't know why, though. I don't understand it. They're very cheaply made, like claw toy prizes. You know, the claw machine where you get the prizes. They're carnival cheapo. They're just cheap. But for whatever reason, they sell pretty fast. They sell for good money. People really like these Classic Toy Company animals. This one, lobster, sold for $16.88, and he shipped first class. I did press his hang tag up against his body with one wrap of bubble wrap to protect him inside the poly bag for shipping. Also, I would like to add about the Classic Toy Companies. If you find the dragons, those are a definite bolo. They sell for more money. And more obscure animals like this lobster. He's not like a teddy bear or a dog or something that you find every day. He's a little more obscure. And then here we have a very special My Little Pony. She's a 25th edition birthday celebration. Pinkie Pie is her name, as you saw from her cutie mark there. If you didn't know, the balloons are Pinkie Pie. If you ever get a My Little Pony, whether it's a plush or one of the hard toys, if you go to Google, you can type cutie mark and then type what it is, C-U-T-I-E, QT mark, and type balloons crescent moon, whatever it is, and it will usually pull up the pony for you. Just a small aside. I paid $1.99 for this one. It was very big. It was 20 inches. She weighed over a pound on her own, so you can see here I did charge shipping. So they paid $16.88 for the pony, and then they paid for shipping, and I put her in a large mailing box, similar to the ones I showed you guys in the live haul video where we talked about shipping larger animals. You can get those boxes for free at the postal website, USPS.com, the large mailing box. It's like 12 by 12 by 8, and it's good for shipping plush-in that are really big. Here we have a plain Build-A-Bear. You guys know that I tell you I pick up these plain Build-A-Bears that aren't characters. It's not a recognizable person or animal from pop culture. He's just a plain old dog. And I did sell him for $19, and he ships first class in a poly bag. So don't be afraid to pick up the plain Build-A-Bears when you find them, if they're a couple bucks or less. This particular one was only 50 cents. Here we have a pair of Chicos silver, shiny, these are the coated jeans. If you guys have ever sourced jeans that had like kind of a waxy feel to them, and they felt kind of crisp, or starched, almost like they were really heavily starched. Those are called coated. C-O-A-T-E-D, just to make sure you hear me right, coated, right here. Usually I stray away from Chicos jeans unless they're the so lifting or so slimming, but these were just too unique to pass up. They were really nice jeans. They did sell for $25. I took a best offer on them of $25, and they shipped in a padded flat. Here is an example of a skirt I picked up for 99 cents. That's a brand I normally wouldn't source, but it was cute. It had a belt, and it was new with tags. Not a very good size either, but it was new with tags, and I thought it was cute. Denim skirts do really well also, regardless of the brand. The denim skirts like this, the mini skirts that are denim, and also, believe it or not, the long maxi pencil denim skirts do really, really well. There's a lot of people that like those modest, longer skirts. But this one sold for a best offer of $18, and I had paid 99 cents for it, and it shipped first class. Here's another skirt I picked up for 99 cents because it was new with tags. This one is still, you know, not that great of a size. It's a petite, though, and short women need clothes too. I can attest to that. It's just a regular black pencil skirt, good for career. You guys can see I put that in the title as a keyword. And it did sell for $19.69, and it shipped first class. Here we have a Victoria's Secrets bra. These do still sell, even though they have kind of seen the plunge on the, oh, pardon the pun. This is a miraculous plunge Victoria's Secrets bra. But Victoria's Secrets has kind of seen the race to the bottom. This bra came in the wholesale box we bought back in July from the reseller that was going out of business. The total amount for each item in that box was like $2 and some change. It was like $225 for the box shipped, and there was a lot of stuff in it. If you didn't catch that unboxing, I'll have it pop up in the corner for you guys if you didn't see it yet and you'd like to watch it. It was a really neat box that we got through Casey, and it was just another reseller going out of business. They wanted rid of all their inventory. We got some really amazing stuff. If you tuned in last week to my What Sold video, I referred to it as the box that keeps on giving. We still have items to list from it, and back in July we sold enough from the box to pay for it. Everything since then has been profit, and we're still listing from it. So it is definitely the box that keeps on giving. Anyway, this Victoria's Secret bra did sell for $20 best offer. I had it up for $21. They offered me $20. I'm not going to argue over a buck. Let them have it for $20. Shipped first class. Here we have a red long sweater. Nicely crocheted. It's Lauren Michelle. I'm not familiar with the brand. The sweater was free to us. Keith's sister gave it to us. Well, it's not necessarily free to us. we do some consignment for his sister, and we give her about 50% of the profits after all fees and shipping. We do split, you know, the profits with her, but she gives us the stuff to sell. The brand's not that great, but it's a really nice looking, like, open cardigan. It's long. I know a lot of women like to wear these long sweaters in the winter. They're fashionable, especially if you work in an office. So I got a lot of good keywords in here, you guys. I got cardigan, open front, long drape cape. It sold for $21, and it shipped first class. Here we have a Studio Andrew Mark Wilson's leather jacket. This came from the church sale where we had the stuff-a-bags when I came home with just tons and tons and tons of shoes. And we had some coats, and we just really crammed those bags full at that church sale. It came out to like 75 cents an item, all said and done, after we counted everything. This had damage. Normally, I probably would have passed up on it just because of all the damage it had, even though it's 100% leather, even though Mark Wilson's is a pretty good brand for leather coats. But because we could cram it into a bag and get it for, you know, next to pennies, we decided to get it and list it with damage. I'm glad we did, because it went up for $30 and it sold for $27 on a best offer, and they paid shipping. So they paid for it to be shipped in a priority box. It was kind of hard to get in there, and I got it in there eventually, but we didn't pay for shipping. It wasn't free shipping. And we're getting into some shoes that sold. These came from, I believe these came from the yard sale where I got the 21 pairs of shoes for $100. A lot of them were the Danko's nursing clogs. So on average, each pair that we bought that day came out to about $5. Some were worth $5, some weren't, but that's, you know, we paid a lump sum for a bulk, and that's fine. These sold for $25 best offer. I accepted. They did ship first class, so I didn't charge shipping on them. They were really lightweight. I just wrapped each shoe individually in a little bit of bubble wrap that I taped closed, and then I put them next to each other on a piece of tissue paper and wrapped that around them to protect them a little bit more, and put them in a poly bag. Here's a pair also that we got from that yard sale. These are nursing clogs. These are not Danko's. These are called clogs with a K. These are still really good shoes, you guys. If you find these in the wild, definitely get them. I would pay $5 for them again all day long. These sold really fast. This particular pair sold within a couple weeks of being listed. The silver pair we had sold overnight. They were really pretty. You might have seen those in a What Sold video last week. Anyway, this pair sold for $30, plus they paid shipping. I wrapped them in bubble wrap individually, each one, and put them in a shoe box, which is another type of box you can order from USPS.com for free. And it's literally called the shoe box, and it is an amazing box. It is so perfect to ship shoes in. I use it almost exclusively for any of my shoes that weigh over a pound that I charge the calculator on. I ship them in the shoe box. The only exception is some of the nicer Danskos that sell on Poshmark. I do ship in a medium flat rate, because you can use that on Poshmark. You can use anything to ship on Poshmark except the express supplies. And so even if it's a flat rate, you can use it. So I use the medium flat rate top loader so that I can lay it in there real nice with tissue paper and different packaging, just because Posh customers have a different expectation of how things look when they arrive. But the shoe boxes are amazing, guys. Order them now if you're shoe sellers and you don't have any, if you're new to shoes. Here's another pair that sold. These are not from the yard sale. I found these a week later, ironically. A week later after I found the big old lot of Dansko clogs and all of the other shoes that we got. I found this pair and a pair of patent leather shiny ones that are like Mary Jane's at a neighborhood sale that was set up like a flea market in a park. And I showed them in a haul video. These are really pretty though. They're engraved. They're nice. Anyway, I paid $5 for them. I offered her $10 for both pair. And these sold for I accepted a best offer on these of $36. I had to check my notes. I accepted a best offer of $36 on these, and they paid shipping. And then again, these were shipped, each shoe wrapped in bubble wrap inside of a shoe box. I wanted to show you an example of some poop we still have laying around, you guys. Even we still have poop in our store and old things that we're just trying to get rid of. We had taken down all of our shot glasses and made up lots to try to get them to sell a little bit faster and kind of like, you know, make more money than selling them individually, because selling shipping 3 shot glasses together in one small box, properly wrapped with bubble wrap and everything, is about the same amount as to ship one. They don't weigh anything, so they're poop. They're poop, I'll admit it. So we took them all down, we lotted them up, we're just trying to get rid of them at this point. We paid like 10 cents a piece for them, so $12 for the set, and they shipped in a small box. I want to say it was a 7x7 first class. Then we have this Harley Davidson hat. I'll let you guys look at this. This, I believe, came out of that box that keeps on giving. And yeah, it came out of the box that keeps on giving. You can see it has damage. And when I first pulled it out, it had some stains and some marks up here. And I couldn't get them out by hand with Awesome and a Tide pen. So what we did was I sprayed it down with Awesome and let that soak in. And then we ran it through the washing machine on gentle. And then we let it air dry. And it came out okay. This damage was there before we washed it. This is how it came to me. The damage was already there. It did not get worse from being in the wash. But we didn't dry it. And we washed it on gentle. And so once it was all cleaned up and ready to be photographed, I listed it for $21. I want you guys to notice that it still, with all of the damage, was listed for $21. And I accepted a best offer of $20. This was another one where they offered me $20 on $21. I'm not going to argue over $1. But see, Harley Davidson is worth it, guys. Even if it has damage like this, I sold this hat for 20 bucks. I did ship it in a box. I did not want to send it in a poly bag. The bill was hard, and it's got this rope here, and because of what it is, I just wanted to make sure it was protected. So we had an Amazon box lying around. I forget what was shipped in it, but we have a bunch of boxes lying around. We had an Amazon one lying around that it fit in nice, kind of bubble wrapped it a little bit and put tissue paper around it, and it still shipped first class, even in a box. Okay, longtime viewers may remember these bears. These are from way back when. They came from the bins. I found so many of these. I think it was over 50 bears I found in a bin. All different kinds. And I got a basket out of another bin, like one of those straw baskets. And I just dug through that bin for about 20-30 minutes until I had every single bear that was in it that wasn't broke. And put them in this basket. And by weight, I mean, these things came out to like a couple of pennies a piece. They didn't weigh anything, and there were so many of them. And it took me like 2 days to get them all photographed and listed. They were really super easy to photograph and list. It's been about two years maybe, and they're still selling. They long ago paid for themselves, and they're just something that's just long tail that just have to sit around until the right person comes along that wants to buy the Lucy and Me bears. But they still sell pretty steadily, and any of them that go now are pure profit. One person bought both of these, probably as a gift for a new parent, I'm thinking. Because of what they are. I like to make up stories. You guys know that. I like to imagine what my buyers are buying stuff for. So I'm like, oh, this is a gift for a new mom. How cute. Anyway, she paid $24 in total for both bears. And they shipped together in a little box, bubble wrapped, nice and neat, protected with some peanuts and some tissue paper. And they went first class. They, like I said, they don't weigh anything. Here's a Hot Topic belt with bullets. This was another item that we got from Keith's sister. This is super cool, but it weighed a lot. It weighed like 2 pounds on its own. So what I did was I listed it at $12, but I also charged shipping on it. So it came out to $20 total. I didn't want to do 20 free ship just in case it went somewhere really far across the country, and I know it's priority, and priority can get expensive. So I just decided to list it for $12 and then charge calculated shipping. I did wrap it in bubble wrap just because it has all this metal on it, and I didn't want the metal, you know, rubbing on the leather or damaging anything. So I wrapped it in bubble wrap and tissue paper and put it in another one of our Amazon boxes that was lying around and shipped it priority. And then you guys may remember this very recently from the neighborhood sale that was set up at the park, like a flea market, like I just said, where we got those Danko engraved shoes. We got this the same day. We got a ton of Disney stuff from this guy. In the haul video, I talked a little bit more in depth about how I made friends with him. We talked about Florida. We talked about Disney. And I bought a lot of their stuff, and they just kind of gave me a big old deal on everything. This was marked 5, but he let me have it for 3. So I listed this, and the next day it was under the available to send offers to watchers. And I just kind of let it sit there for a couple days till it gathered more watchers. I had a lot of watchers on it, but I didn't want to start sending offers too soon just in case someone was willing to buy it full price at $25. So after about a couple, 3-4 days, maybe almost a week, I sent out a $22.50 offer, and one of the watchers did accept that. So they paid $22.50 for it, and they paid the shipping on it. It went in a priority box, one of the free ones from the Postal Service. And that's the last thing I want to show you guys today. Let me know down in the comments what's going on with you, what your sales have been like, if you had any cool flips, how your sourcing has been. You guys know I just love to hear from you and hear your thoughts. Do me a favor, hit the like button before you leave, guys. It really does help the channel out a lot. If you haven't already and you'd like to, please subscribe to our channel and help us feed a hungry hippo. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We're at Flippin' Hippos on all social media. And don't forget to join our Facebook group. You can look for us as Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod on Facebook, or go down in the description box below and click on the link and join. Hope to see you there. And until next time, guys, go be productive. Go get ready for Q4. Go make some money. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best. Bye.